at the moment. So to be very honest, let me take you to a ride, the ride which I'll call as riding tiger. When I talk about riding tigers, people usually think that, oh my God, I mean, we have heard about riding horse, probably riding car, bike, maybe people have tried riding something else, they wanted to fly. But what is this riding tiger is all about? Well, riding tiger is about the people who have got the courage to start a journey, which is a never-ending journey. The tiger is your business. And when you start your business, you cannot stop. Once you stop, that means you're killing your business. And if you stop as a founder, that means the business will kill you. You can't stop in your entire life cycle, entire journey, as long as you are riding on it. And you need to keep feeding it, and you need to keep feed it with meat, raw meat, and nutrition, protein in a balanced way. That's your money. So money making is a science, and feeding it to your tiger, that means your business, is an art. And today we have one of the finest person on the globe from USA. Roné, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing perfectly fine, except that I have got a itching eye. That's the reason you can see me as a rock star. Okay, so Roné is actually from France, Paris, exactly, and she is the founder of XCEL Crypto Partners, award-winning keynote speaker, author, a global humanitarian. Oh my God, Roné, you have done so many things in life. Man, how did you cope up with all these things? Tell us about your story and enlighten us about the crypto world. We see and we hear a lot about cryptocurrencies, the booming market. Some people say that, no, it's not going to stay, it's a hype. A couple of people say that this is the future. We have heard a lot about digital banking. We have heard about hedging of crypto. We have heard about gold hedging. We have heard about real estate hedging. What is these all about?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. I'm also looking forward to being one of your speakers at the World Leaders Summit. I think that's an outstanding platform to bring together world leaders and people like myself from around the world to articulate what they are also doing. So Allah, God's blessings on you for an outstanding a summit. I'm really looking forward to it. To get right to it, I began my journey back in 1986. I started my journey of speaking by being trained by Victor Hansen, Mark Victor Hansen. Remember him? Well, he's not deceased, I don't think, but hopefully not. Mark Victor Hansen, for those of you who do not know, is the author of Chicken Soup for the Soul. He, along with the woman by the name of Dottie Walters, who is no longer with us, she was a very prominent speaker, and she wrote a book opposite of Napoleon. She wrote a book called Speak and Grow Rich. And she was very effective at taking green speakers like me at that time and coached and trained and mentored me on how to speak on any given topic. One of the things she said to me that was lasting was that if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. And that she used as entree to get me to leave the United States at the time and start living around the world. She gave me a booklet of speaking bureaus in countries all over the world and said, now go and really put your wonderful skills into place. And that's what I did. I've been a speaker since and have received many awards as a speaker, trying to empower people with knowledge and educate people on how to live the life they truly desire. Let's talk about cryptocurrency and XCEL Partners. XCEL Partners is focusing on two things. It's my business, and I like describing it as the company that has created a token, which we have, for the world's 1 billion unbanked. Wow. Many people don't realize that there are 1 billion people who are unbanked. What does it mean to be unbanked? These are people who cannot get a bank account. There are a number of reasons for that. Some people, they don't have the means or transportation to get to a banking facility. But majority of these wonderful people are unbanked because they're not making the kind of money that you or I are. Banking facilities don't see a need to give them a bank account. There are a plethora of reasons, but whatever the reasons, like you and me and those watching, everybody deserves a right to financial inclusion. And that leads me to the second part of it. 65 million women are also unbanked, but they have mobile phones and access to the internet. 480 million people of that 1 billion have mobile phones and access to the internet. What are you doing in life today that you're not using your mobile phone to do it? I'm on my laptop doing this interview, but I could have easily used my iPhone and it would have been perfect. Everything we do in life is through technology and innovation of technology. Cryptocurrency, while some, like you said, may think it's never going to be a fulfilling, lasting, shall we say, part of life, others like myself say wrong. Year of 2030, this is my prophecy, there will be no fiat currency. If there is fiat currency in the year of 2030, it will be like it is now through cryptocurrency, what they call USDC.
Yep.
It becomes a part of the stable coin community. But I don't want to get ahead of myself and talk too long and you can't ask other questions. Basically and simply put, cryptocurrency is the new revolutionized way because of the global pandemic that people can safely do business and exchange goods, services, and products.
Super, super cool. Now, when we talk about crypto, we have a lot of regulated currencies and we have wallets and we have a concept called hot wallet and cold wallet. So could you please enlighten us about what is this hot wallet and how does it work? And how do you differentiate between maybe a soft wallet?
Okay, there are different terms for hot wallets and cold wallets. You won't see those terms so frequently spoken. What you will see are terms like hardware or hard wallets. Okay, a hard wallet is like I'll use this as an example. It's like a USB key. For people who have millions in cryptocurrency, this is a safer option. One of the best tools out there for hard wallets is a company called Trezor. I use Trezor. I feature Trezor on my company's website. It is absolutely amazing as a product. However, just your regular soft wallet, which is like a extension of numbers, yes, most companies out there today offer a soft wallet. For example, MetaMask. MetaMask is tied directly into the Ethereum blockchain versus Bitcoin. So if you open an account, for example, with us, we're going to direct you to MetaMask for your wallet. A wallet, ladies and gentlemen, is just like the wallet you carry in your pocket or your handbag. What is the purpose of a wallet? It holds your currency. It's where you put your currency until you need it. In digital world, in that genre, that is precisely what a wallet is. Now let's back up a moment. Trezor, a hard wallet. Think of that like you would private banking. Private banking is for people who have hundreds of millions of dollars and it's in a special account, very protected. That is how you should look at a hard wallet. Now, generally speaking, maybe a lot of people watching us now are not going to need a hard wallet, but they do need a wallet because they want to do some trading with eToro, which is specifically for doing crypto trading. And there's some others out there. You will need a wallet. Many companies, when you're ready to buy or exchange or trade, will already have a wallet for you to register for on their platform. It's very easy. I always tell people to go with Coinbase. I will tell you now, I am not an affiliate. My company's not an affiliate. I'm saying it because I use it professionally and privately. It is the best out there. But the reason I recommend Coinbase, if you don't use Coinbase, every time you want to receive currency, the person sending to you will have to have your current wallet address. With Coinbase, when you open an account, that wallet address is the same forever.
Right.
You never have to change it. The only time it changes is when you close or terminate that account. So Coinbase is good, especially if you're going to be very active. It's better to have one wallet address that's consistent. The same is true with MetaMask.
So if we look at the same entire market, I have experience working with three crypto wallet companies in my life. I was actually giving them advice how to go for legalities and go global. While working with them, I was actually helping them to connect with real life objects, which we sometimes call as hedging. And we sometimes try to, as a new coin in the market, sometimes we try to connect with probably this real life hedging part. For an example, it can be a real estate. If you look at Middle East market, nowadays you can buy property using your cryptocurrency.
Exactly.
If we look at the market, which is probably I would say the first world countries with proper regulation, they're allowing us to buy gold and diamond and precious metals, utilizing it. Could you please enlighten us very briefly, maybe for 5 minutes or 6 minutes, how these things work and what is the opportunity for people to probably grab your opportunity, your platform, and handshake with your company, invest into your coin, and then make money?
All right. First, let me address this. If anybody watching is interested in cryptocurrency and investing in real estate or in the healthcare industry, I would strongly recommend, professionally speaking, start with understanding blockchain. People hear blockchain, but they don't know what it is. They don't know how it works. They don't know the functionality of it. I used to be a cordon bleu trained chef, and I help people to understand blockchain with this analogy. Think about a cooking stove. Most stoves have 4 burners. Some have 6 burners. Think in terms of blockchain like a cooking stove. For each piece of that cuisine, you've got to cook it on one of the burners. So as you are preparing the meal, you are adding to that block or to that burner to prepare that meal. If you don't understand blockchain, you're not going to understand cryptocurrency. Many people will ask me, what is the difference between a coin and a token? A token is on the Ethereum blockchain. Ethereum is more like a public platform where anybody very cost effectively can launch and create their own token and have it visualized, proof of work, proof of stake, right there through the Etherscan, wherein If you have the money and you want to create your own token, you can do like Bitcoin. You can build from scratch your own blockchain platform. I don't recommend people do that. Many people don't understand smart contracts, Solidity. What is all of that? What is Web3? To understand cryptocurrency, first people should learn about blockchain technology, how it's used, and why it's effective for maintaining privacy and control over your own account. I hope that answers the question briefly. I do have courses on this, by the way.
Super. That's what I actually wanted, because a lot of people usually ask me, to be very honest, where they should start. I usually recommend them to start with blockchain technology, and they say that, come on, we wanted to invest money, but why do we need to understand technology? I give them the reason. This is the reason you want to understand, because until unless you understand how this block works, how interconnection works, you're not going to make an understanding of the entire platform. So how do you choose it? It's not that, there is no shortcut, I would say. So if you have a course on this, probably we should float this course in World Leader Summit to teach people with our ecosystem, so that maybe they can register, learn, and understand how to go about it. Could you please enlighten us about one simple example with dealing with digital currency? I would say digital currency rather than tokens, or probably a crypto. How exactly someone can deal with real estate? What's the best possible way?
Okay, the best possible way to deal with real estate through cryptocurrency, or let's say NFTs, you should go to a platform that specializes in that, and you need to do your due diligence on it. Here's the first thing people should do to protect themselves and their money. All of these different exchange platforms out there that are specifically for cryptocurrency trading, buying, selling, all of them are not regulated. Let's start there. All of them do not have an AML policy in place, anti-money laundering.
Right.
If you cannot find those details somewhere on that website, you might want to get out of there. Right now, the Senate in the United States has just passed a new law where crypto exchanges are now going to have to pay taxes. This is one of the ways that President Biden is getting the financial support he needs to pay for this $1 trillion infrastructure. So if someone watching is interested in investing in real estate through cryptocurrency, you should only be dealing with regulated companies that specialize in real estate with your cryptocurrency. If they're not registered with the SEC, don't do it. What was his name? John McAfee. He died recently. And because he was known and the owner and founder of that virus software that people use on their computers, a lot of people put trust in him. He got hundreds of millions of dollars and let people down and escaped. I guess you'd say through his death, he's not escaped. But where is people's money? So don't invest. I would say if you are a novice, you are young, you're a beginner, I wouldn't advise you to jump into real estate. I would advise you to begin with just investing in Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash. There's a company called Paxful. They have different people, but you want to be careful with that. They do have some good people there that can advise you. My company, we can advise you. We are registered with the SEC, Regulation D, although we're not brokers. You need to know, is this company a broker? Are they licensed to advise? we're not licensed to advise you on, investment properties. Even though we are registered, we are only registered for our token for the unbanked. You asked me earlier about crypto banking. Now that and digital currencies, I would like to give 2 minutes on that.
Please.
Digital currencies are the same but different from cryptocurrency. What they have in common, they're both digitalized, but digital currencies are going to be seen primarily with central banks. I could lead you to a website that shows all countries in the world, their central banks, and which country is already active with a digital currency, and those countries who are still in research mode. So digital currencies are going to be seen primarily in the hands of central banks. Your audience should understand that central banks is a centralized platform. So it's controlled, it's monitored. But in in crypto world, we call it decentralized.
Right.
It's not under government control. That's one of the reasons it has exploded. But they're going to change all of that, and they're doing it now. So understand that digital currencies through central banks is like the USDC. It is there to back tokens or coins through the US fiat.
Mm-hmm.
And I needed to stress that because I didn't earlier. And you don't necessarily want to invest in digital currencies. If people really want to get involved in the world of cryptocurrency, then your investments should be with Stellar or with Bitcoin, or there's a plethora of them out there that escape my mind at the moment. But there are a lot of cryptocurrencies that you can invest in that are the top and the best.
Super. So that means, according to the understanding, the kind of vibration happening in Difi, which for the audience is called decentralized finance.
Yes.
So Difi, if you really want to learn and understand, it's basically an umbrella term for kind of couple of variety of the financial applications in cryptocurrency or blockchain that's usually generate. And we heard a lot that Difi is going to rule, is going to stay, and is going to continue. Your comments on that?
I can tell you now that DeFi is presently undergoing review in the United States by the United States Senate, and it is also going to fall under regulation. What is happening with some governments, they want it controlled because there's so much fraud out there. They want to find a way to get their hands on the control of cryptocurrency world versus leaving it decentralized. If that happens, it's going to change the power to a great extent of cryptocurrencies. Right now, there are platforms like DLN. Dr. Mulberry is a friend of mine. What he's doing through micro funding is outstanding. But I'm telling you, it's going to fall under some sort of regulation. So I think your viewers, many people from my experience, they just don't know about Bitcoin. They've heard of it. You can watch commercials with major investment companies telling you that's where you should go to invest in Bitcoin. My token, nobody knows the name of it yet. We have over 1 million subscribers. Wow. In the unbanked world who are going to join our crypto banking platform. Now, XCEL Crypto Partners is the name of my corporation, of the company. It is known for creating a token for the unbanked. Nobody knows the name of it, of our token, because I'm announcing that with the president of El Salvador and the president of Malta at a huge summit the end of November. And at that time, I am going to, it's a very unique name. I'm going to release to the world the name of our token. My strategy was to first empower people about XCEL Crypto Partners.
Right.
I never mentioned the second part of what we do. There's 1% of entrepreneurs who cannot get funded. So what we do, in particularly women of color like myself, women of color are women who are Indian, Pakistan, Black, Chinese. They're all races of women who are not able to get venture capital funding. So XCEL Crypto Partners has a platform that provides small seed capital for women to leap and jumpstart their brand, product, or service.
Super, super. This is just like a one-stop solution and a beautiful strategic structure for the entire world. Beautiful. I mean, I'm amazed. And honestly speaking, to the audience, whatever small, big knowledge I have, to be very honest, she is actually sharing the exact similar kind of vibration, just like me. Not only that, she knows almost everything that's happening in the entire world. So for the audience, if you are actually looking for probably investing or maybe understanding the kind of potential that's waiting for you, who are looking for expanding their network, expanding their money, financially independent, and become self-sustaining, and looking for a little bit of microfinancing, probably get in touch with her. We'll be more than happy to connect and do a couple of good things together. Roné, great, great. I mean, I'm really honored and blessed that we are talking today itself, and you're sharing a beautiful platform that you have created. So let's do some great things together. I know a couple of guys, probably we can connect with each other, and we will be talking offline after this live show regarding the same. And yes, I'm totally understand why we need such kind of platform where people are not bankable. Trust me or not, believe me or not, there are clusters. There are a group of people who don't have bank account for so many reasons. We really don't want to explain that, but that's a fact. For them, such kind of platform is actually a blessing, so that they can multiply, financially independent, probably get a soft loan, maybe a microfinance. You don't need to go for a VC route. So for the audience, let me tell you, if you're looking for angel investment or venture capital, both are completely different kind of structure altogether. If you are going for microfinance, that is also a different kind of structure. If you're looking for loan, that's a different kind of structure. Everything has got its own sweetness and of course sourness. Both comes. But when you are talking about a kind of platform with a new coin, with a kind of stable coin, I would rather say, not a coin, rather a stable coin, there is a huge opportunity to handshake, grow together, and then become self-dependent. Yes, you are right. We need people like you, where people from women specifically from India, Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, probably Thailand, maybe in Philippines Island, China, Taiwan, Japan, they need support, they need hand holding, they need a kind of ecosystem which can support them and handshake with them. In fact, we have already launched the ecosystem of WLS. So World Leader Summit is just our signature event. But yes, in WLS, we run an ecosystem where we have multiple business opportunity. We have our own fund, and we have our own angel syndicate. We have a market connect program for SMEs and MSMEs, including startups, of course. And of course, now we have Roné. And with such kind of support system, I am sure that we're going to rock the world and help each other and grow with each other.
I'm trying. You
Thank
know,
you.
I have lived in more than 22 countries around the world. You
Wow.
name the country, I've lived there. And until recently, I stopped living all over the world, but I continue to travel to these countries. So I know firsthand where people are living in extreme poverty. You just named every country you named, I've lived in. Every country you've named, I've spent time in. And that's the reason my heart's passion was taking cryptocurrency and using it for the greater good. There are people in Myanmar, for example. I don't know how they are surviving. And surviving is a minuscule word to describe the ordeal that they're living in. The last thing I would like to share with your audience, the XCEL crypto banking platform, we are launching that in October. Until it is launched, we have been building the subscriber base, and those people will have first, shall we say, carte blanche to sign up. So these unbanked individuals all over the world, when they sign up for their account, it is under a KYC. It is a specific platform. KYC, for those of you who don't know, it's know your customer. So
Yep.
it's like opening up an account at any bank, but it can be done on your mobile phone, your laptop, your desktop. And people who are working all over India, Africa, China, in agriculture, and are having to hide their money somewhere because they cannot put it in a bank. Now they have a banking facility in cryptocurrency. The last wonderful thing I'd like to share, my token is I'm meeting with the King of Ghana and several other African leaders. And there are other heads of state who are looking at my platform and our token to make it like a currency within their country. And that is the most exciting thing I wanted to share.
This is
Yes.
fabulous. This is fabulous. And the reason I can share all these countries because, frankly speaking, if you look at my LinkedIn, I call myself as a globetrotter. I
Yeah.
actually probably traveled half of the world, and I agree with you. I have seen such kind of poverty. I have seen people are not getting education. I have
Yeah.
seen women probably living a life which they don't deserve. They deserve
Yes.
more. In fact, if you look at Asia, it's a sad case that I have
Mm.
seen. I have seen these women. In fact, probably I will share some sad story from my maybe from my past interaction with one kid, I would say.
Mm.
It was in the Orkut days. If you remember, Orkut was a platform once upon a time.
Mm.
Yeah. So I was in touch with a Vietnamese girl. I used to call her as a sister. It's just an internet connection that we made. We
Mm.
started exchanging our thoughts, and she was pretty young. I was actually, I don't remember. Probably I was 21 or 22 at that time, and she was like 14 or something, just a kid. Opened
Mm.
up an account, started discussing with me that how she can learn technology. She probably understood that I am from the programming background, from the technology. I started giving her free lessons, and we used to chat a lot utilizing the Yahoo, and used to talk a lot. One fine evening, I got a message from her in Orkut itself that she is not going to continue her lessons. I asked her that what's the reason, what happened. She said she used to call me as brother directly. There was no other term. She said, brother, I can't explain you what's going on in my life, but it's sad that I'm not going to see you in my life, and I can't continue my study, as well as my life is going to change.
Mm.
Probably this is the last message that I'm sending you. Please take care and goodbye. After that, I couldn't connect her. Then I saw her picture has been changed into some odd kind of picture of her, which I really don't want to explain.
Mm.
And I understood that probably her uncle sold her to some country.
Oh.
And it's the saddest part in my life that on that time, I was probably started my own entrepreneurial journey, and it's been a less power in my hand that I can't save a little sister who I call as a sister. Maybe internet, it doesn't matter. I was giving her lessons for continuous 4 months. And you understand, almost every 3 days I was teaching her as a young kid. And she just lost her dignity, her own life, which she wanted to fly with education. She got nothing, and she was being sold just because of poverty. Probably with such kind of initiative that you have started, the reason I actually admire you, respect you, because you are starting something which is not only making money for yourself, rather you are starting a platform where people can have that kind of dignity that nobody in the world would probably sell a girl for money. They will be self-dependent, strong enough to fight back. And that's what is needed. Kudos and all my respects to you. I'm sorry about my eyes today. Probably, if I open this, probably audience will get a shock. It's red. But yes, with all this red eye, I really wanted to thank you with the kind of initiative that you have started. Kudos, Roné. Thank you so much for sharing this with the audience, enlighten the people what's the kind of technology, the kind of basics of blockchain, and the kind of probably people that you are looking for. Maybe the people who have got a smartphone, they can be a part of it. That's it. You just need an internet connection, a phone. It can be any platform. It can be Android. It can be iOS. It doesn't matter. You can earn money. You can be self-dependent. You can actually make money for your kids to learn, go to school, study, have a good life. With this note, let me give all the respect and thanks to the beautiful, energetic, strong woman in this world. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother, for having me.